just a little bit nervous at the beginning. Certainly the shooting appeared to be off, at least compared to what we saw later on.
Well, we have been shooting over 50% all year long, and I just hope we don't dig us a hole, this ball game. We're going to try not to. I think the kids are a little more loose today, and I think they're a little more ready to play.
It usually happens on the second day. Now, what kind of problems does Aurora West present to you?
Well, they're an excellent basketball team. They got some great individuals, and we're going to try to play a team defense against them and just shut them down.
Your big boy certainly played tremendous basketball after a while, and I guess this big crowd and these kinds of things is all new to him.
Well, he was very nervous yesterday, and this is something that's completely new. He's never seen an Illinois State tournament before, and, we hope that he's gotten used to it, and he'll make a little better adjustment today. But I thought he did an excellent job on defense yesterday. He had 10 block shots, and without that, we wouldn't have won.
I should say not. Good luck to you, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Jim Maxton, the coach of the Effingham Flaming Hearts. Now let's go to Frank Pisoni.
Thank you, Jim. In game one, it's Aurora West from the north, King County of the upstate 8 against the Effingham Flaming Hearts from the south, Effingham County of the Mid-State Conference. It's Aurora West with a matchup zone and a 6'6" center against Effingham's hot-shooting Mitch Arnold, who had 39 points yesterday, and a 7'2" center named Uth. Shots, he goes 7'2½", 230, and he's a West German exchange student. Now let's go to the PA announcer, Tom Trent.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the presentation of the colors by the Galesburg High School Color Guard, we ask you to stand and join soloist William Olson of the University of Illinois in the singing of our national anthem.
That our flag was still there, oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. The color guard presenting the colors at center court. And it's the Galesburg Silver Streak Pep Band here entertaining this great crowd at the Assembly Hall in Champaign-Urbana. The Flaming Heart cheerleaders and their people here out on the court now, too. Aurora West Blackhawks go at 25 wins and 6 losses. Effingham 29-1. Effingham, of course, from Effingham County, and Aurora West from Kane County. Now we're set for Tom Trent.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the people involved in our first semifinal game of the day. First of all, for the Flaming Hearts of Effingham, their record, 29 wins, only 1 defeat. The head coach in his 13th year with Effingham, James Maxedon, the record of 247 wins, 102 losses. The team members for the Flaming Hearts, number 11, Steve Bouchou. Number 13, Gail Higgs. Number 21, Chuck Keller. Number 25, Jeff Wolfer. Number 31, Ted Gravenhorst. Number 33, Jim Shadowins. Number 51, Don Deeker. And now the starting lineup for the Flaming Hearts of Effingham. At one forward, a senior, 63, number 53, Dallas Osborne.
Osborne gave them a great lift off the bench yesterday, averages 8.6.
The other forward is senior, 65, number 41, Dale Groupie.
Groupie can play, averages 15.7.
At center for the Flaming Hearts, a junior, 7 feet, 2 1/2 inches tall, number 45, Uwe Block. At a guard for Effingham, a senior, 62, number 15, Brad Neat.
Points again.
And the other guard for the Flaming Hearts, a senior, 6'5", number 43, Dick Arnold. Blackhawks of Aurora West High School. The record 24 wins and 6 losses. The head coach of the Blackhawks in his 4th year, Gordon Kirkman, with a record of 74 wins, 29 losses.
For Aurora West, the starting lineup goes with Dave Heiss at forward, along with James Malone, 6'4" and 6'3". Pickle the center at 6'6". Bacon and Bryant in the backcourt. In the middle, Jeff Pickle at 6'6". Uwe Block, 7'2 and a half. Effingham's in the red. Aurora West in the white. Game's underway. The first game of the semifinals. And Effingham starts in his zone. Aurora West with the ball. That's Malone on the right wing. Bacon, free throw line jumper. Effingham has the first rebound. It's Dallas Osborne, and he came in yesterday to really give Effingham a lift. They fell behind early and then came storming back to win.
Aurora's going to stay in their matchup zone, the compact zone back underneath.
Groupie missed the shot. Malone rebound, throw off. Dale Groupie took the first shot for Effingham. No score in the game. We've just started. The Aurora West Blackhawks with the basketball. Down low is Pickle on the right, and Bryant has the ball. He tries a runner from 17 that doesn't go. Heiss rebounds and shoots it in. David Heiss.
Rebound. That zone for the Hearts is extended out here in front, and they like to take that ball in between the front line and the back line. They've gotten shots in that medium range so far.
Here comes Mitch Arnold with his first shot. It's a miss. He had 39 points yesterday, and he missed his first 6 shots in that game. 2-0 West with the ball. Bacon.
It's a 1-3-1 zone now, employed by Effingham.
18-footer Bacon missed the works. Mitch Arnold has the rebound. Mitch had 16 boards yesterday. And Brad Neat comes up. He runs comes from the point. There's Uwe Block down low in the lane. Neat tries a running one-hander that doesn't go, and Pickle gets to the board.
Pickle had 13 rebounds yesterday. He was a force in that first game in quarterfinals, and he started off fast again today.
They try to trap Bacon, but he eludes them, gets the ball over to Heiss, who has the game's only basket. David Heiss, is spelled H-E-I-S-S. This is Bacon again, looking inside. Very patient Aurora team right now. They're a very well-schooled basketball team. In the corner, Bryant goes inside to Pickle, off his hands, picked up by the Heart. A kick out pass to Neat, they run. Neat slows and waits for their size to arrive. Groupie sets the post down low. This is Uwe Block. Block is an exchange student from West Germany. A junior at 7'2 and a half, the tallest player in Illinois high school history. Pass intended down low for Osborne. A spray, and Aurora West with a 2-0 lead has the ball at 5:25 in the first period. Behind the back pass from Bryant. Inside it goes to Heiss. Steps in, puts it up, missed it. He has his rebound, tries again. Red ball, red! You can hear the official shout, red ball.
Effingham starting in the zone defense is sort of making it possible for Aurora to be a little deliberate offensively. And you remember the game yesterday? The Hearts started off in that slow, deliberate fashion. They came out in that man-to-man, forced the action, and they got playing to their tempo.
Steve Bouchou, number 11, at the top of the key, a 5'6" senior in the game for Effingham. Dallas Osborne hits one in the lane. Osborne went into the paint and slapped one in. Aurora has tied at 2-2. Effingham and Aurora in the first game of the semifinals. Lincoln and Manley in game 2 as Malone hits for Aurora West. James Malone.
Important part of their game would be Malone and Heiss shooting on the perimeter.
Aurora's matchup zone. Effingham throwing over it. Groupie on the right. Inside Block. He dribbles and shoots. He's got his own board. He's got it up. And he is called. Let's see. The foul is on Pickle of Aurora West.
Uwe went up for the shot. Went after his miss quite well there. Here we are with a nice power hook. Then went after it. Got it right up near the rim. If he could have shot it where he caught it, would have been an easy 2. Came down and was fouled.
Effingham the ball. Pass inside for Mitch Arnold, and a personal called on 20, David Bryant of the Blackhawks. Once again, we'll see that familiar alignment. A zone defense on the out-of-bounds play, of course. There's a lob outside. Mitch Arnold, a stop and pop. Look at block. The ball's on the floor. Arnold, Osborne. Here come the Hearts. Arnold.
There's some offensive rebounding down in there. Uwe kept the thing alive with the first rebound, and of course Mitch tracked it down, put it back up. A great offensive board game right there.
Aurora West of the Upstate 8 Conference, runner-up to Aurora East there. Malone looks at the D, stops, shoots one up, and it does not go to the back of the rim. Mitch Arnold has another rebound. Effingham has a long court pass to Bouchou in the lane. Bounce pass doesn't go. Osborne, fine idea, Dick Campbell.
Nice, awfully nice break. Bouchou comes in there early in this ball game. He's kind of a catalyst. He plays the quick defense out in front. Here's the long pass down to Bouchou. He drops it off to Osborne. Coming top speed, laid it up, got bumped on the shot and missed.
Foul was on Bryant. Second foul on Bryant. Dallas Osborne, O-R-S-B-O-R-N at the line. Only a 42% foul shooter and missed back. Foul shooting has been weak throughout this tournament.
Yes, it has.
Osborne another. He got that. Effingham by 1. 3:40 to go. First quarter. First semifinal game.
Brian, going into this ball game, all the teams combined had tried 165 foul shots, made 81, just 49%.
Malone's going to shoot outside right. Good-looking shooter.
Picture jump shot, Frank. Yes, he got up, hangs at the top. Nice touch.
4 points for James Malone, the leading scorer for the Blackhawks. Aurora leads by 1, and Effingham has the ball. Mitch Arnold's way outside. City limits. Didn't get it. Rebound, Osborne is good.
They're very active on that offensive board. The big guy keeps it alive. If he doesn't get it, no one else does unless it's a red shirt.
Dallas Osborne has 5 points in the early going. Bryant with the basketball to Bacon. Here's a runner at the foul line. Good. David Bryant gave over to Donald Bacon, and Bacon hit it. Aurora back in the lead by 1 as the lead exchanges hands. The zone defense set up, and the Hearts look over it. Ruthie's outside it. Now it goes to block. He's going to try an 8-footer. Not good. The board is awarded to Aurora West.
Effingham is not using very much movement against that matchup zone. I think you have to move people around. They're finding it too easy to match up on the perimeter.
Timeout at 2:30. Aurora West 8, Effingham 7, and one of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research.
Farmers have been...
West, located up in Kane County. The population up there is 79,000. The nickname of the ball club is the Blackhawks. The high school enrollment, quite a contrast between those two schools. High school enrollment at Aurora West is 2875, and at Effingham 945. Flaming Hearts, of course, down in Effingham County with a city population of 10,000.
Ice shoots for Aurora West, and Uwe Block has the rebound for the Flaming Hearts. Aurora West leads by 1, 8-7. There's 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Both these teams winning yesterday, and here in the semifinals, they've got to win 2 games today to win the state championship in Class AA. Bouchou between the rings. Arnold's going to try way outside. Good!
I think Uwe is going to be much more of a factor in this game. He was the intimidator there. He rebounded it, kicked it out. He's very active offensively down there, freeing himself.
Mitch Arnold has 4 points, so here's a wild pass by Aurora West, turning the ball over to the Hearts. Effingham the ball in a 1-point advantage. There's Jim Maxedon, the coach at Effingham.
He's been there 13 years. His career record is 369 wins, 156 losses. He's a graduate of Murray State, Frank.
Bouchou looks down the key. It goes inside the block. Steps in, puts it up and short. Tipped up by Osborne. No. Next rebound comes off to Aurora West. Ice. David Bryant slows it up in the backcourt. Aurora West shooting for the lead here. They're down by 1. Bryant lobs over the zone on the baseline to Heiss for a pop.
Nice basket. They picked the weak side of that board. Heiss got up and got Aurora back in the lead.
Heiss has 4. Aurora West by 1. There's only a minute and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. These teams are capable of scoring some points. Bushu tried to hit Groupie inside, threw it away. And West has the ball. Here's pressure in the backcourt now. In the zone by Effingham. Bacon trying to get away from it. Still in backcourt. Now they get it across. Heiss. Bacon clears. Bacon handles the ball. Malone's on the right. Posted down low is Fickle. Bacon swings by a man. Finger roll. Doesn't go. Effingham the rebound at 35 seconds. They run. Effingham down by 1. Half a minute. They yell for 1 shot. Coach Jim Maxedon says take 1. They'd like to go into the quarter 1 point ahead. They trail by 1 now. And there you see the picture of the zone of Aurora West. And Effingham waiting for the clock to melt. It's down to 13.
Look for them to swing the ball back over to Mitch over here on this side.
There you see the clock, and there you see Mitch Arnold on the right. To Orsborn, takes a look at the clock and fires. No good, and Blop rebounded. They got the shot off a little late, didn't give themselves a chance for the rebound. That's the quarter. West 10, Effingham 9, and one of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
Was concerned about it. They had six offensive rebounds, turned them into 3 baskets.
Effingham shot only 4 out of 16. They were cold again as in yesterday's first game, 25% in the first quarter. Aurora 5 for 13, 38% in that first quarter. Mitch Arnold shoots and got it. Well, there's a way to improve your shooting percentage. Give him some shots.
Put him in that high post. He's tough right there. A good passer, a shooter, a penetrator. He can do a lot of things.
He's got 6 points. Mitch Arnold averages better than 25, and he had 39 in the first game of this tournament. Effingham by 1. Aurora West. They won't panic. They come down, set up. They have a size disadvantage, of course. There's Fickle along the baseline. His shot doesn't go, and Effingham has the rebound. Arnold fell down but controlled the dribble nicely.
Came down dribbling it when he got his feet out, knocked out from under him. That shows you a mark of an athlete.
Brad Neat back in the game for Effingham. He's got the ball there. Groupie has gone out, so they have a shorter lineup in now with Neat at 6'2", and Bushu at 5'6". Neat between the rings. Bushu on the right. Blop comes toward the ball. They've got Arnold on a high post with it now. Arnold clears to Bushu. A set shot out of the corner. Yes.
That young man really contributes. He's not a big scorer, but he got the range right there.
Effingham by 3 and a whistle in the backcourt. Let's check this call, Dick. Fouls on Steve Bushu, his first.
They're applying about 3/4 court pressure here, Frank. It's sort of a contained sort of thing. It really slows the tempo up rather than speed it up.
Well, they've got the goalie back, though. Uwe Blop at 7'2", guarding the hoop. There it is there. They got it over him, and David Heiss got it in.
Took that ball to the inline nicely, got up and shot it. Very nice execution against that 3/4 court press.
6 points for Heiss. Effingham by 1. 6:33 in the first half. Here's a bad pass intended for Arnold, and picked up nicely by Aurora. Wraparound dribble by Heiss. Malone stop and pop.
Oh, very nice play. Behind the back dribble, a nice pass underneath the defense, and a fast break layup for Aurora.
6 points for Malone. Aurora's got the lead back at 14-13. Good basketball game. Evenly matched teams. There's a post by Arnold. Steps in, puts it up and in. Mitch Arnold.
There's some of his skill. Catch the ball in traffic, put it down, lunge it up with strength around the hoop. I like him in that high post.
He keeps adding them up. He's got 8. Heiss brings it down. Aurora West has no trouble with the pressure of the Hearts. The Blackhawks with the ball. Heiss again. Long rebound, cracked down by Bushu at 5'6".
Been absolutely no fast break. Well, there was one, I guess, early in that quarter, but they haven't gotten to that fast break game they like so well.
Gordon Kirkman's really got Aurora West getting back on defense.
Yes, they've done that all year. They've gotten back and protect that hoop and take away the break on you.
Again, lob to Arnold. He runs away from the hoop, then goes along the baseline.
Always under control now. He had people flying at him, but he got his balance and got straight up and stuck it. He's a fine shooter.
He's got double figures. He's running a fast break in the scoring column. 17-14 Effingham. 5:12 to go in the first half. Mitch Arnold with 10 points already. Here's Bacon shooting outside. Too long. Rebound to Malone.
I think that Heiss deflected that thing, knocked it down underneath, kept it alive for Malone. He picked up a little garbage basket underneath.
Malone's got 8 points himself, and Effingham has it. Arnold again, backing in, turns, and he wheels it out to Brad Neat. 4:44 in the first half. Effingham by 1. First semifinal game in game 2. Lincoln meets Manly. Here's a shot by Neat. Rebound, Osborne.
Second shot, again, there's that 4th basket off the offensive board.
Dallas Osborne has 7, so 17 out of Effingham's 9 between Arnold and Osborne. Baseline is Pickle. They haven't been able to use him much with the tall people inside for Effingham. Loose ball, picked back up by Aurora West. Bacon fakes, steps in the lane, gives a great pass to Pickle.
Super pass, right. He went up in the air and he saw the big guy coming out of the corner of his eye and dumped it right underneath him. I think that's one way to attack Uwe, is to take it to him, draw him to you, and then throw around him.
First 2 points by Pickle. Effingham by 1. Mitch Arnold is held as he goes for the basket.
These are two efficient offensive basketball teams. There's that high-low pass, or the low to the high this time, coming back to Mitch, came from Uwe.
Frank, a couple of times we mentioned that Arnold got 39 yesterday. I don't think we've mentioned that he also got 31 in the Super Sectional. So he has had himself quite a state tournament. 31 in the Super Sectional, 39 yesterday. Off to a good start this afternoon.
And off to a tough start in the foul department is David Bryant of Aurora West. He has 3, and that gets Raymond Finley off the bench.
Raymond Finley, very important to this ball club. He comes off the bench for various reasons. This time it's because of foul trouble, but he stirs things up. Now we can move Heiss, or Aurora will move Heiss back out to a guard.
Now Mitch Arnold shoots outside, and West rebounds. Finley is in the game, number 24 for Aurora, 6'1". Senior, averages 7.4. He can jump some.
Pickle shows you that size is not the only factor in rebounding. It's positioning and timing. He does it so well.
He's quick for 6'6". Bacon between the circles. Effingham leads by 1. 3:32 first half. Finley on the move. Drop down to Pickle.
Oh, just beautiful. There's another of the same play that Bacon performed the last time. Draw out the man to you and dip it underneath and let somebody strong arm it up there. That time was Pickle.
Pickle's 4 quick ones give Aurora the lead at 20-19. Brad Neat answers. Doesn't go. And Raymond Finley grabs his first rebound. Aurora the ball and a 1-point lead. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Effingham in the red. Aurora West in the white. As Raymond Finley exchanges outside with Bacon. Right wing Malone. Won't go. Tip once, not good. Another one. Here's Pickle.
Oh,
Yes.
great effort on that offensive board. There were 3 people each had a part of that offensive action.
Pickle has 6 as Aurora West pounds the offensive boards to dust. 22-19. Aurora's lead. Osborne caught it and shot it and missed it.
Pickle again. Pickle on the boards again. He owns them down at that end now for a spurt here, about 3 minutes.
Bacon comes up. West by 3 in the ball. Posting down low is Malone. He's got it. He turns and shoots. No. Here's a whistle on the rebound. The foul goes against the Blackhawks.
That's right. Finley did crowd in there. The action was pretty hectic in there, and I think that the officials, Perry and Otto, thought that they were going to have to call something in there to get them settled down. There was a lot of body contact.
There's time out of the court. 2:13 to go. Aurora West 22, Effingham 19, and one of your network sponsors, DeKalb Ag Research. Students down here to the Assembly Hall this morning. I'll tell you, and there's a literal sea of red in the stands for Effingham behind us. Both these teams with great followings, and they deserve them. 2:13 in the first half. West leads Effingham by 3, and Uwe Blop at the foul line. This free throw is not good. Malone rebounds for West. Uwe Blop is only a 41% free throw shooter, but he shoots field goals at 68%. West is patient. They have Heiss on the left with the ball. He steps in and bounces back out to Bacon. Tricky dribble over on the right. Finley. Still a zone by Effingham. They've had a zone on both ends. West is a matchup. This is essentially a 2-3. Blop, of course, in the middle. They're very patient now at Aurora West. They've got the lead. There's 1:38 to go in the half. They wouldn't just take one shot here, would they, Dick?
Oh, I don't think so. I think they're looking for an opportunity to get a good one, but if nothing comes until the last 10 seconds or 15, then they'll go that direction.
In 1976, 4 years ago, Aurora West lost to Morgan Park and Levi Cobb in the state title game, 45-44. And Gordon Kirkman was an assistant then to John McDougall. Here's a block and a recovery, and Fichtel steps in his foul.
Nice move, very nice. That Uwe showed us some quickness there, getting out after Bacon's shot. He was on the floor when that shot was released, and he got up and got a hand on it. We'll see the move in here. There's the shot block. And the recovery, and dumped it underneath the Fichtel. He took it up and got fouled.
Foul is on Uwe block, his first. Fichtel shoots 2 for the Blackhawks.
Fichtel, a 60% free throw shooter, had a little trouble there. He had a near perfect game yesterday, but he's only 4 for 10 at the line, and he's had just a little bit of problem here.
Here comes another.
Nice and soft on that one.
With 1:10, West lead is 4. Effingham has the ball. Here come the Hearts. Bushu between the circles gives to Arnold. They want a good shot. They like to have a basket here. 1 minute now. Bushu at the foul line. Shot is up and short. Rebound comes to Dallas Osborne. Steps in and scores.
Picked it up off the floor and went up with it. Had another one of those offensive baskets off the board.
Important play. Brought Effingham within 2. 9 points for Dallas Osborne. Heiss with the ball for West. He goes all the way in. Clears back out to Malone. 37 seconds. Malone fakes the shot, comes back to Heiss. And now it's Bacon between the rings. Bacon left-hand dribble. Down the lane. Steps in and clears.
Bacon doing a nice job at a point guard with Fryan out of there.
And Groupie at 6'5" is on him. Here's Finley shooting off the board. He missed it with 20 seconds. And Effingham has the ball. They'll go for 1. And they could tie it if they hit it.
I'm not sure Gordy Kirkman was happy with that shot. Could be a tie instead of a lead for Aurora. That makes a big difference going into the half.
There's the clock. 5, 4. Mitch Arnold on the move. Guess what? He made his move and was fouled. You just knew they were going to go to Arnold there for the shot.
Yeah, kind of a foul that, once again, you don't like to get.
Foul was on
Raymond Finley.
Finley, 24. Finley's second.
Finley's that kind of a player now. He goes in, stirs things up, and he might take the wrong shot and maybe make the foul at the wrong time, but you have to live with that one as an emotional player and tough off the bench.
He makes good things happen, too. Here's a free throw, Arnold. Not good.
Those Effingham free throw shooters are looking into the Aurora West crowd back there, making a lot of noise behind that glass.
Arnold has 11. And it's 23-22, 3 seconds, 2. Half-court shot by Malone. Hits the top of the board. And that's halftime in game 1 of the semifinals. The first half score, Aurora West 23, Effingham 22. We'll have some interviews and a recap of the scoring for you in just a minute.
California head lettuce, 3 for 99. California navel oranges, 12 for 89.
Mitch Arnold had 11 and Dallas Osborne with 9. The only 3 players to score for Effingham. For Aurora West, they had a little more balance in their scoring. Donald Bacon had 2. David Heiss had 6. David Bryant didn't score there. Well, now let's see for second half action. We'll be ready for that tip-off in just a minute. They didn't make a free throw, and they only had 1 attempt. Effingham shot 37% unofficially, 10 of 27. Free throw shooting 2 out of 5 for Effingham. So in this game, we're 2 out of 6 foul shooting, and the shooting was somewhat chilly in that first half of play.
Well, the offensive game has been for Aurora West to penetrate and kick down. That's the way they've scored best against that Effingham defense. And on the other end, Effingham has been getting good second shots. They've had some shots off of the rebound.
Going into the middle now will be Uwe Blop against Jeff Fichtel. We're set for the second half action here. Aurora West and Effingham. Mitch Arnold goes to the baseline, rolls it up, and not good. And here's the whistle. Let's check this foul. The foul is on Mitch Arnold, his first personal. There you see it, as Block grabbed a hold of that rebound. All right, we come down now. This is Bacon. Bacon and Heiss on the outside. Bacon goes between the rings. Finley's in this game on the right side for Aurora West. He's the sixth man. Bacon gives it up to Heiss, looks at it, then decides to take it off the board. It is not good. The battle comes down to the Flaming Hearts.
That action was furious in there.
Uwe blocked and some good movement, got it up. Not good. His rebound is good.
Followed up nicely, went to the board, shows some agility out in that open court.
That puts Effingham in the lead, 24-23, the second point. The first hoop for Uwe Blop, the big center. Aurora West, a very balanced basketball team. They execute their offense very well.
Yes, with Bryant in foul trouble, they've come in with Finley, and they played well in that last part of the second quarter, so they're going to stay with that lineup.
Donald Bacon swirling into the lane. The ball poked out of his hands by Groupie.
Yeah, he got in there a little too deep, had the ball hand checked out of there on him.
Here's a lob inside the block.
Two big buckets coming out here in this start of this half. An offensive force for them now.
4 points for Blop. And there's Mitch Arnold, half-court pass to Blop, and Gordy Kirkman said they had to watch for that. And that time they worked it very well. There's a ball kicked by Groupie out of bounds. It'll go to Aurora West. As yesterday, Effingham comes out of the blocks in this second half, and they look hot.
Yes, that's right. They're going to have to extend the pressure defensively out here a little bit, see if they can't get the flow a little bit more to their liking.
Okay. Donald Bacon with the ball for West. Here's Finley stepping in down the lane to Malone for a baseline popper that doesn't go. West keeps the board. Finley tries again. Blop comes from behind on the rebound and gets called for the personal.
Reaching over the top by Blop.
The second foul on Blop. His name is spelled U-W-E, Uwe, B-L-A-B, pronounced Blop. 26-23, Effingham, 6:23 to go, third quarter. First semifinal lob to Finley, tips it once and didn't go. Finley skied for that.
Had a nice lob there, and then he rebounded his own miss, and it just missed.
Finley's a good leaper. There's Mitch Arnold between the circles. He's been recruited by the University of Illinois and will play here for Lou Henson. In the middle, the fake and the traveling violation on Dallas Osborne.
Came across the middle, got the ball, give a little head fake, slid the feet at the same time. Al Otto on the play.
Here's a near steal in the backcourt, but Bacon ducks his head and gets between two men. Bouchou chases him down the court. Here's a steal by Arnold, nicely done. Bacon goes against him. Arnold lost the ball. Effingham controls. Arnold's got it back. Turns and fades. Go!
Great play. Bacon did a great job defensively getting back, broke it up, but Mitch Arnold was not to be denied. He got the jumper down.
He's got 13. Effingham by 5. Aurora West with the basketball. They need to answer this Effingham challenge here. Traveling on Bacon, and the momentum has gone to the Hearts.
Yes, right, and we had Bacon trying to get in there a little too deep, had the ball flicked away, and now we're bringing Bryant back in to try to correct that guard problem.
The playmaker, David Bryant, comes back in. He had 3 personal fouls. He came back to attend Aurora West from Iowa. David Bryant's brother, Jay, is a graduate of Northern Illinois.
John was a player, too, went on to Marquette.
That's right. Okay, between the circles, this is Bouchou. And Arnold's way outside, but that's in his range.
Kind of a set shot out there from that wide range.
What a touch. He's got 15. Effingham is zipped out to a 7-point advantage. The Flaming Hearts can score in a hurry when they get it going.
Yes, Aurora's got to settle things down now. They got to pick their way back into contention.
Mitch Arnold is 7 out of 11 from the field. Here's Malone, a good shooter for West with the ball. He spins and shoots. Dallas Osborne on the carom. 4:50 to go in the third. First semifinal game, and Effingham shoots again. Blop missed. And he got called for a personal foul. Uwe Blop called for the foul, his third.
We'll take another look at it. He put it up. And he tried to get after it, and he reached way over the top. Got in there with his body.
Here's a whistle and a traveling violation on West, David Bryant.
Yeah, it looked like maybe it might have been a shove-off there. Coach Maxson was calling for the push-off, but it was a travel first. Gordy Kirkman calling another timeout.
With the score, Aurora West 23, but Effingham the lead with 30. one of your network sponsors, DeKalb Ag Research.
About at halftime, he's been there 4 years. His record is 73-29. He went 21-3, 17-8, 12-12, and now this year, coming into this ball game, the club is 25-6.
Kirkman is a graduate of Cole College. Inside, Uwe Blop on a turnaround. He missed everything. Here's the tip up twice. Here's another rebound. Look at Blop inside. Goal!
Great effort on his part. He kept that ball right up in there and went after it. Take a look at it. There's a tip by Osborne. Another shot by Osborne. And there's the big guy. If he could just shoot, catch and shoot way up at the top instead of bringing it back down to the court, he'd be even more effective. You know, a second ago, or in the first half, when Uwe was shooting those free throws up at that hostile Aurora West crowd, he must have thought that he was in West Germany looking across the wall at East Germany.
He was the towering inferno on that last rebound. He missed that, but Groupie's got it, and Malone slaps it away. Nicely done by Malone. 32-23 Effingham, 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Aurora West in white, comes foul line, Bacon shot. Malone has the board, he tries, yes!
That's the first points for Aurora in this quarter. Played almost 4 minutes. They led 23-22 at halftime.
And Malone has 10.
Effingham has so versatile offensively.
Dallas Osborne steps in, has the shot blocked by Fichtel. Uwe Blop has a layup. He missed it, he's got it again. Here he comes.
I think the best thing you can do to Uwe is foul him because he's not a very good free throw shooter. If he would catch and shoot at the top, if he could stay right up there and shoot it, not bring it back down to the floor, he'd add 8-10 points to his scoring average. But as I was saying, Frank, they've got such versatility. They got the break you've got to be concerned with. They've got the great individual inside-outside talent of Mitch Arnold. And then this guy, you got to keep track of him. He's just a blooming flower offensively.
He's got it. He got 29 points in the super sectional on 12 out of 12. He threw that one up to the lights. He's got another. They say he's got a brother who's in the 8th grade who's about 6'6" or 6'8". Here's another one. Uwe got 2.
Nice looking touch that time. After I said that he had a little trouble at the free throw line.
8 points for Block. On the right is Heiss. Now Aurora West wants to mount a challenge. They've got the kind of team that can come back. Here's Heiss on the move. He missed it. And the advantage in this game right now is Effingham's on the bank board.
Yes, they are, and they're stepping up that tempo a little bit because they got the lead, and they don't have to be quite so cautious. They can step it up a bit.
Outside, now they hold, and Bouchou's at the top of the key with the ball. He's going to set shoot from there. Yes!
He makes some contributions, doesn't he? That little guy is tough out there at both ends of the court, and when he sees one open, he takes it, and he's 2 for 2 from the outside.
He's got 4 points. He only averages 3.8 on the year, but he's a valuable player. Heiss fakes and comes back out to Bryant. High post is Fichtel. He turns. They ought to get Fichtel back in their offense. Here's the shot rolling out. Not good, and Uwe Block has the rebound. Effingham an 11-point lead at the 3-minute mark in the third quarter, and Aurora West is pulled in quarter 3. A lot of time left in the game. Remember Downers Grove South's comeback last night? Here's a good steal by Fichtel. He fronted Block and took the ball. Bacon comes up.
Take a look at him down there on defense. You look into the basket, and Uve's standing at 7'2½", right in the middle of that defense. He's got to be rather awesome. You look in, you see that orange head. You don't know whether that's the basket ring or his hair.
Here's the ball stolen by Effingham, and up ahead is Dallas Osborne. He goes all the way in, lays it up, and missed it. Ball's out of bounds, last touch by Effingham. And Osborne, of course, disappointed with himself. He didn't get that driving layup, but he was going top speed.
About a half length of the court, bounce pass by Arnold, right on the money. Great speed by Arnold.
Arnold averages about 8 assists a game on the season and 14 rebounds, a multi-talented basketball player. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Effingham by 11. They come out running. Here's Bouchou with a steal now for Effingham. Has the ball. He eyes it up. He's going to be way short. And Malone rebounds. Bouchou had a moment of indecision there. Arnold goes to the court. Bacon comes up in the hurry. It's 3. Bacon at the foul line. Missed it. Arnold's got the ball. Now he's going to walk it up at 1:45 to go in the third.
Effingham, a tough team to play catch-up against. Even if you are scoring, they're going to trade with you. They can get up and down and score in so many ways. Aurora's got problems now. How to get some points and get back in there and still shut them off at the other end.
Flop looks to score. It doesn't go. The battle is for the ball. It's out of bounds to Effingham. The 4 finalists, Aurora West and Effingham. It'll be Lincoln and Manly in the next one. You talk about size against lack of size. Physically, Manly has those tall players. Lincoln, though, has fought the odds all year. Effingham's got some height. Here's a pass intended for Groupie. It goes out of bounds, but it was tipped by a West player, and the Hearts control. Tall players, though, just have to be still good players. There's Uwe Blop inside.
Yeah, that lob is dynamite when you throw it to 6 to 7, 2.5 on that weak side. Once again, if you could have just caught it and shot it right there, it would have even been better. Here he comes. He catches it right where it should have been thrown. Went back up. Lays it up on the glass nicely.
When he's inside that tight, he looks like he puts his uniform on in a phone booth. He's really something.
We may set a new record for transcontinental flight next year of major college coaches in the United States back to West Germany.
He missed that free throw, and the ball is out of bounds, but touched by Aurora West. So everything going Effingham's way here. They lead 38 to 25, 1:20 to go in the third quarter.
It's definitely getting away from Aurora West.
Effingham with the momentum in the basketball. A 13-point lead. Aurora West is going to have to get the ball in the basket several times in a row. Groupie tries in his short, and Fickle rebounds.
With a minute to go, Frank, Aurora West still just has 2 points in this quarter.
Amazing. A remarkable statistic. West averages on the season 69 points a game, and here in the third they've scored, as Jim said, but 2. And they trail by 13. They are 1 out of 12 from the field in this quarter. 1 of 12.
Could it be that the Hearts are a second half ball club? We saw that as the case yesterday.
We should point out as well that Effingham has scored 16.
And they only had 16 the first half in yesterday's game, Effingham. Now the clock's under 30 seconds.
You not only can't afford a bad game in state tournament play, you can't afford a bad quarter when you get down to this point. 2 teams are so evenly matched.
That's Horsborn. Now there's only 16. Now they'll start to move to the basket with about 12 or 10. Watch the look for Arnold or Block. 10 seconds now. Here's Bouchou. That's Horsborn. He's looking in. 7, 6, 5. Here comes Arnold. Baseline. Arnold turns with 3. His shot is not good. The ball's on the floor, and that's the end of the third quarter. The score is Effingham 38, Aurora West 25, and one of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
They're a very diversified, versatile basketball team.
Shooting percentages now, Effingham going at about 35%, and Aurora West with the ball, missing the shot, going at about 30% of the game. Aurora West, very cold, of course, shooting 30 for the game, but they were something like 1 of 12 there in the third quarter. Effingham with the basketball. Mitch Arnold's going to shoot on the left, and he's got it. It's right from the left of the foul line. What a touch.
Yes, he does. He had to shoot that under pressure. I wonder if Uwe might consider going hardship in senior year in high school.
17 points for Mitch Arnold. Bacon goes down the lane, sends it up. And once again, Effingham's getting every rebound.
Tough team, as I said, to play catch-up against. Effingham can just pick up the tempo, and they may score a lot of points here in this fourth quarter.
There's a pass down low to Orsborn. His runner along the baseline is short, and Aurora West has the rebound. They need to hit about a half a dozen shots in a row to get back. Bryant cuts by his man on the right, and Bouchou is called for the personal.
You know, a guy who has not really played real well for Effingham, we've heard a lot about him, he's got nice stats, are the Groupie, the one forward for them at 6'5". Maybe he'll come to play in that championship game.
Effingham leads by 15 with 7:04 to go in the game, and one of your network sponsors is DeKalb Ag Research. We're back with 7:04 to go, and Dick Campbell, what has happened to Aurora West? Why can't they score all of a sudden?
Well, they just haven't been able to get their shots down. The momentum's gotten completely away from them. Only 2 points in 9 minutes.
They go inside to Fickle. He's going to try. Get the ball back out to Malone. Now Bryant tries outside. There's one. David Bryant hit that.
Well, 13 points in almost 7 minutes is not impossible, but it'll be tough.
And Effingham would have to get cold. Here's Uwe Blop out on the court further than we've seen him. He's stripped by Donald Bacon. There's a steal and a turnover gives the ball to West. Here's Malone. Can he get this one? Yep, 2 in a row.
Little flurry now. Little enthusiasm.
Effingham comes right back. Here's Arnold, 40 to 29. Here's Groupie with a left-hand move along the baseline.
Yeah, Groupie comes alive here and with a nice move.
6 minutes and 16 seconds. Quite a bit of time left to go. Bacon between the circles with the ball now is Bryant. Aurora West has hit 2 straight. And here's Bichtel missing that one. Osborne with the rebound for the Hearts. Pressure all over now by West. They need the basketball. Jim Maxedon and Gordy Kirkman, the coaches of these 2 fine teams. Assistant coaches for Aurora West is Kurt Shaw. Here's Effingham, a lob inside. Osborne banked it up and in, and the man didn't find the ball on defense that time.
Had his back turned right, had his head turned.
11 points by Osborne. Bryant goes down the lane. Will that count? Yes. He's fouled. Effingham by 13 as Bryant makes a good move.
Jim Maxedon wanted that foul on the dribble. He was up in front of us here saying that occurred before he shot it, but that wasn't the call that he got.
Foul was on Bouchou, his 3rd, as the coaching staff at Aurora West confers. Effingham's assistants are Glenn Temple, Wayne Rubach, and Bob Lawrence. They help James Maxedon. Free throw is up and good by Bryant. It's 44 to 32 Effingham with 5:30 to go. Will Aurora West be able to come back?
Here's a look at the ball handling of Mitch Arnold. Doesn't look too bad. They've talked about that might be a little problem with him in major college basketball, but he shifted to the left hand and took good care of it.
There's another steal by West, this time by Bichtel. And they have the ball again. Bryant, tricky dribbles over to Bacon. Bacon slides, gives to Heiss. Heiss is going to shoot. Yes!
They're going to hurry up offense. They're coming down and getting a shot up pretty quickly. It's 10 now with 5 minutes.
Well, they've done some good. They've hit 3 shots out of their last 5 attempts, and Effingham's lead has gone to 10. It was 15, and Jim Maxedon notices that, wants to call a timeout at 4:57. Effingham by 10, and one of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance. One time in 30 games. That was the Cahokia, 65 to 64. They can score. They've gone over 109 times.
Their leading scorer is Mitch Arnold. He had 31 in the super sectional, 39 yesterday, has 17 thus far in this game, which sends you to the record book to see that the all-time leading scorer is Jay Scheidler of Lawrenceville. He had 157 points in 1976.
Wasn't he some shooter here at this tournament in the Class A of Lawrenceville? Here's the shot up by Arnold off the board. Uwe block, barges in, banks it in.
That was a big-time rebound. He came storming in there like he wanted that basketball.
Effingham by a dozen. 4:38 to go. Heiss in the corner. Blopp has 12. Heiss banks it off, not good. Blopp has another rebound. It's brought it down. It's a jump ball.
That's a possession. A jump ball with Uwe is a possession.
Officials have to adjust how high they throw this ball up. Malone goes in there. He's at 6'3", and he can jump. But Uwe has the tip over to Mitch Arnold. And remember, there's 4 jump balls in high school basketball. To have a guy that can throw a tip is very important. Malone slices and nearly got that steal. Quick maneuver by James Malone.
Effingham is not going in any kind of a delay game. They're continuing to run their offense.
Here's Brad Neat backing up in front court with the basketball. West putting a lot of pressure on the ball now. They need the turnovers. 4:10 to play in the game. Don't forget, an outstanding matchup coming up next. Manly and Lincoln. That'll be really fun. Neat between the circles. Down to 4 minutes now. Effingham runs some time off the clock. Ball's loose, though. Poked away by West. And they have it. Heiss comes up. This is Bryant. Stop and shoot from 20 feet. Not good. Effingham has the rebound. That's Mitch Arnold.
Mitch Arnold really reminds me on the high school level of a Larry Bird. He even physically looks a little bit like him. He's got such great instinct for the ball and court awareness.
Here's the shot out of the corner by Neat. Is good. Brad Neat's first basket puts Effingham up by 14 at 3.5 to go in the game. Malone answers. He doesn't get it, but Bichtel's got a board. He has it rejected by Block and out of bounds to West.
The towering inferno there rejects it. Pickle on the board here with a quickness. Put it down, took it back up, and off the ball came Uwe and threw it out of bounds.
Here's a great inside the Malone acrobatic shot.
That was a great out-of-bounds play. It seemed to me I've seen that before. I think they did it to us a couple times in our earlier game with them.
14 for Malone, and West, of course, played Dick Campbell's York team. York was beaten in that game 62-54. There's
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
I'll tell you what, your team, one of the top 15 or so in the state. Here's the Final Four. Here's Heiss shooting, rolling one out. And Effingham is trying to go to the final two with 2:56 to go. Leads Aurora West by 12. West still keeps the basketball, however. Gordy Kirkman at the bottom of your picture signaling for play number 2. Effingham sets up the zone defense. The play 2 is Malone's shot. Bouchou at 5'6" has it.
Run the offense, Coach Maxidon yells. Run the offense. Execute.
They're going Effingham for win number 30 as Arnold puts it up and is fouled.
Run the offense means get the ball to Mitch Arnold.
Sometimes that's the offense, isn't it?
Here's the offense going to the baseline. Personal was called on David Heiss, his second. And we'll have a 2-shot foul as you look at the cheerleaders for Aurora West. They have those good luck charms around them, and they brought them luck a lot of the season. 2:39 to go as Arnold with 18 in this game. 19. Effingham by 14. They fall back into their zone. West has Heiss shot up and in. Dave Heiss. 50 to 38 now. 10 points for Heiss. Here's Arnold in the front court. And they don't want to foul him because he's tough at that foul line. Here's his shot outside. It's blocked by Malone nicely. Here's a clear out pass. Bacon's got it in the corner. West tries to come back within 10 here. There's only 2:10 to go. Bacon to Malone for a short pop. He had to throw it way up over Uwe Blop, and he got fouled.
Did he ever cast that up in the air? That didn't look like it's going to bring a little frost down with it.
Watch this.
That's what the big guy does to you. Makes you change your arc, change your rhythm.
The foul is on Blop. It's his 4th. And Malone goes to the line.
Official just came over to explain that Kurt, after the shot, he'd be shooting the 1 and 1 and not 2.
Malone, a 60% free throw shooter, is an excellent player. He's a senior. Free throws made in the game, only 2 made by Aurora in the game out of 3 attempted. Effingham's attempted 10, made 6.
Malone must have felt like a giant sequoia had fallen on him.
I should say, here's the free throw up and in. Malone is 6'3" and can jump, but of course Blop is nearly a foot taller. Aurora's just a remarkable ball club, and they're hanging in there. They're going to battle.
6-1-7-0-1. That's high school basketball. Box 1112, Bloomington, Illinois, 6-1-7-0-1.
Any rebroadcast or other use.
Effingham will win it, but they can. They could. They're a fine basketball team, and they're representing the south central part of Illinois in very outstanding fashion here this afternoon.
Well, I might as well be the first one to say it about the rest. They're going to have the little extra rest because they play in the front game here at the Assembly Hall. Of course, the way these young people get pumped up for these games, they find some extra strength.
I remember a week ago that Luther South coach Cliff Dahl talked about the fact his kids were able to lay down and go to sleep for an hour. Well, that is a big difference.
Here's Malone's shot. Not good. Effingham has the rebound. And they come up the court. Here's Mitch Arnold. He lobs to Uwe inside. His layup is not good, but he's fouled.
Once again, if he could just catch and shoot right there where he gets the ball. Nice lob by Mitch.
Here's that lob. And the foul.
There's one thing about it, though. I think that Uwe is learning to get his feet under him and get balanced, and maybe that comes first before he's going to catch it and shoot it and keep it up high. He's such a youngster in this game compared to our kids here in the state. He just hadn't played that much basketball.
Free throw is up and good by Blob, as the Effingham cheerleaders are delighted. Blob, of course, is back next year.
I imagine that the soccer coach wanted to be a goalie back in West Germany, don't you suppose?
He's a goalie on this court.
He'd fill up the net.
Here's Heiss coming up on the right. That's to Bryant. Now Malone's shot is not good. 1:48 is all that remains as the ball goes down in the corner, and we're going to have a jump ball at 1:45 to play.
The play is very physical underneath there as Aurora's tried to make their comeback. There's been a lot of banging and bumping, but that's not too unusual for at least northern officials in the way they're calling it.
Aurora West has made 9 appearances here overall, the 4th in AA. They were overshadowed some of the year by their crosstown rival East, but they beat West beat East 2 out of 3 times and played very well here. Here's Bouchou on a kick-away layup.
That was a super lead pass. He threw it out, let him run under it.
And Aurora West has but 1:33 left as Effingham marches toward the championship game. Malone still comes on with a shot from the outside. Malone's a good basketball player. He's got 17 points. The closing moments now. 1:20 to go. A steal by Malone in the backcourt and a foul on Orsborn of Effingham. They won't quit. And Malone makes a good play on both ends.
Dallas Orsborn has played a nice role in 2 ball games, I think. There's Coach Jordy Kirkman. Battling right down to the end. One of the final 4. Here comes Orsborn. He's played well. The fans appreciate that. He's been a workhorse on the boards, plays the D, passes well, and he's been doing some scoring, too.
He's 6'3", and he plays even taller than that. Malone shoots 1 in bonus. 53-41, Effingham. Shot is no good. The ball's loose. Stepping in is 52 in the lineup for Aurora West. That's Andy Dockery, a 6'5.5" senior.
Brad Neat on the foul.
And Jim Maxedon doesn't want his team, his players to foul at this point. That stops the clock. Dockery, 6'5.5", 175, a senior. He has 2 shots. He missed the first one short. There's 1 more. Here's the free throw. It is not good. Effingham the rebound. 3 free throws made this game by Aurora West. Out of 8. 3 of 8. 53-41. Clock heading for 1 minute now.
That's a little delay game here. A 4-corner with Mitch in the high post.
That's Groupie with the ball there. Clock's down to 53 seconds. Bouchou is fouled in the front court by David Bryant.
David Bryant, when he was in Dubuque, Iowa, played in the championship game last year over in Iowa.
You know, Dick, officiating is the only occupation where the highest accolade is silence. And it seems that this game today has been very well worked. You don't even notice the officials out there. They just do their job, and they work well.
Well, they're the cream of the crop of the state. It's tough to evaluate an official, certainly, but the people that do that do an excellent job, and these people are all very competent, and they have had the games under control.
Difficult job. Here's Bouchou shooting his 2nd free throw after he made the first. He got them both. Effingham by 14. The Flaming Hearts win the championship game tonight against either Lincoln or Chicago Manly. Here's the bad pass with 47 seconds to go. And Effingham will come to the final game with 30-1. Aurora West will close up shop for the year at a wonderful season, ending at 25-7. Here's Uwe Blop down low. He steps in and puts it off the board, missed it. He battles the rebound. It'll be a jump ball at 39 seconds.
Frank, the Flaming Hearts have got this ball game won, and they won it in the 3rd quarter. Aurora West led 10-9 at the end of the 1st quarter. Aurora West led 23-22 in the 2nd quarter, but Effingham outscored them 16-2 in the 3rd quarter to take a 38-25 lead. That won it.
Mitch Arnold the ball. for the team in red, the Flaming Hearts of Effingham. The clock's under 30 now. There's Mitch Arnold coming to the high post. He wheels away. He's so cool. He's just so collected. He's got good court sense and awareness. He moves nicely. Here's Bacon and a steal in the front court with only 15. Bacon moves to the basket. He puts it up and missed it. Here's Dockery in the lane. Andy Dockery got it in with only 8 seconds. 55 to 43. And the clock's now counting down. Bushu lets it fly. That's it. Effingham is in the championship game as the Flaming Hearts eliminate Aurora West 55 to 43. We'll continue with our coverage of the Illinois High School Class AA Boys Basketball Tournament in just a minute.
We had that game in the bag.
I thought that's where you want.